Night High with your boy Phillip Banks and Empress Black, man. We got Mimi from the couch about to go get the guests real quick. But we got GlamByKira, you know what I'm saying, coming up in a second. So, man, what's the day? How's your day been going, man?
You know, my day was cool, maybe
The other guys that were here, her boyfriend.
So oh man, this shit about to be bonkers. Yeah, so, what you were saying?
It was cool up until I was on my way.
Shit. Now you were saying the Uber driver was
I
going
had to cancel one and then call another one.
What?
Because, see, I gotta stop smoking sometimes because I was not realizing that time was passing. And it was like he was stuck in the same spot for like 10 minutes. I said, But then the next
What's
person
up,
that I
player?
called, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's just, was driving Miss Daisy.
God damn.
How
Hey,
you doing?
we got the guests back, you know what I'm saying? We got the player, you know what I'm saying? We got Miss Kira. You gonna sit over here by Miss Empress Black, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We got the dreadhead in the building, you know what I'm saying? Seven Kings, what it do?
And if you wanted to go on can I actually, is it for me?
I don't know, but we got cups and we got drink. We ain't got no brown tonight, but we got some clip. You know what I'm talking about? I say if you gonna get some of this, you ain't that a bitch. You gonna have to mix. This is some strawberry Malibu. You know what I'm saying? The strawberry Malibu, you gonna have to mix it with the lemonade or the strawberry lemonade. This is the Malibu, that's the rum. You know?
I'm gonna show her the restroom really quick.
Go ahead. You a grown man, plug. You know how we.
I don't like reaching on nobody coach.
I feel you, but you been here before, so you like, nigga, you ain't new, you ain't company no more. You know what I'm saying? You tell company what.
I gotta do my boy Tay tie like this.
Hey, look.
I still ain't
I
posted
need to tag
yet.
shade room, man. I need to put that on there, man.
Bro,
I know shade line, man.
That shit funny as hell,
Yeah,
though.
I didn't even catch that, like, man, that nigga right now. One of y'all little tag bookmark that y'all heard that, huh?
Bruh.
That nigga lying like what, but he looking like he lying.
Bro, and we got him too. I need to.
He was like, what you say? I
Snip a dick.
Hey, I said I gotta go watch the show, man. That's
Bruh.
tell me what I was saying.
Man.
The
That's
bad
all I
part.
need to see once I
The
see
bad
it.
part about that is like the whole thing didn't record properly. It got corrupted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we gonna have to get y'all back in here. You know what I'm saying? And acting a motherfucking fool once again.
Right.
Now, had I known y'all was coming, I would have brought some brine. But I got some leftover crime. Like,
Oh, man, you had that brown. I've been had that food for real.
You know what I'm saying?
had me just chilling.
Tyrone, what you say, man?
If y'all don't know what's going on in the background, man, we got Seven Kings back in the building. They done brought Kiera, you know what I'm talking about. We got Empress Black over here going through her index, you know what I'm saying, trying to ask the right ones for the fight ones, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, that strawberry Malibu, I picked up the wrong one. I meant to pick up mango. Yeah, it's alright to me.
What's the other juice? What's this one?
That's regular lemonade and that strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
It tastes good with lemonade.
It take real good.
I'm about to do some
I ain't
extra.
gonna
Let
lie.
me get a cup.
Get you a cup, alright.
So we'll go to break at like 1:29.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, y'all live now?
Yeah, we live right now, man. Live at 5. Goddamn me, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, let me catch the Seven Kings up in the building real quick. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Smell My Dick right here. Look, and then got more access than America. Goddamn, he from all over the South. You know what I'm saying? We got the dreadhead in the building as well. You know what I'm saying?
Beach, man.
Yeah, Young Meeks, you know what I'm saying? Dreadhead Meeks, goddamn
Oh,
it. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna have to partake in some of that cruising in a minute, man.
Okay.
But as we get back to these Uber drivers, now what was going on? Look, she had to roll her eyes. You see that shit? So what was going on with your Uber drivers?
The fact that I had to call another one.
Damn.
And this man was driving slowly, with nobody on the road, open freeway. Let me see the
Strawberry or the regular?
regular one.
yeah. It's good. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I done made a completely different concoction from what y'all got
Oh, you
going
did?
on. I did.
You just gotta be. You just gotta
Got
be.
you.
You don't want. She don't want to follow no trends.
I'm just
Nah.
really
You a
extra.
trendsetter. I ain't gonna
I'm
do
just
that.
for real extra.
Alright, don't worry, we got one that we gonna make for you, bro.
I was like, I gotta get another meme out of it.
Got
I
to.
almost got in a car crash when the person who had made it and they sent it over. It was just mad quiet. I had my windows rolled down, and all of a sudden he said, "Bitch, smell like
Like, wait a
Oh shit!
minute. Man, Kiara, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the motherfucking deal?
It's pure.
Kiara, oh, sorry.
Okay, the alcohol and the questions will wake you up. I'm not sure in which order, but
Not sure, but we gonna get it in. You know what I'm saying? You want to start off, Miss Empress?
look,
Ladies.
she's gonna do the icebreaker since she said she's sleeping.
Oh, snap! Yeah, hey, let her get another sip before the icebreaker.
What is your fake sex sound?
You want me to actually like do it? Oh.
I'm about to go to prospect.
I did like, man, I think I heard that.
Yeah, we gotta ask everybody that comes on air to do that, just to kind of loosen you up, just to let you know the question's gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying? It might not be in order. It might, but it might come random. You know what I'm saying? But on some realness, before we really get dive in too deep, please let people know how to find you on social media.
Well, my name on social media is GlamByKira _ or Kira Cornish.
Mhm.
I do have a personal page, Cairo Barbie. So it's connected to my business page as well, so y'all can find me like that. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of makeup, give us a little background. How long you been doing makeup? When did you fall into it?
I thought I was doing makeup maybe about a good 5 years ago, I would say. I've gotten a lot better over time, definitely. But over time things change, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I did a little research, and
Being nosy.
yeah, I'm always nosy. You know what I'm saying? And it said that once upon a time you wanted to be an FBI agent.
Yes.
So
Once upon a time. I like authority. I don't know, I like to take
authority.
She's a dominant.
Yeah, I mean, before I became a full-time hairstylist, I used to bartend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an introvert, but for some reason when I was bartending, like that just took me out of my shell.
Right.
But I also I don't really like waitressing,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like bartending was
Yeah, that's a different ball game. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like authority.
Oh, okay.
But on top of that, growing up in New Orleans as a kid, I used to want to become a police officer based off of like just things that I've seen in my surroundings and things like that. So yeah.
Okay, you
When
know
did
what
you come to
I'm
this
saying?
thing?
When I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah, Meech would have been like, arrest me, officer.
Take me to jail.
I've already been arrested a few times.
But not by the Cairo Barbie.
Yeah,
They have some glitter cups. Some glitter cups.
You feel me? Got the fuzzies on them.
Right. He said, "Do you know your Miranda rights?"
You
Say
know.
a safe word.
Wait, so speaking, we're gonna keep you on your little makeup roll real quick. Have you ever changed your makeup to match a different personality?
Oh,
Maybe gave a
shit.
false name?
Oh,
No, I haven't tried that before, but I do have my fake name that I go to.
Oh.
I don't want to give people my real name. So
what's one of them in your rep? You don't have to give your main one, but what's one of them in the repertoire?
Everybody got more than one.
I've heard that name before.
So that was her.
And he got the Instagram now.
Gave the Google number, not the real number.
I go to name is Stacy. I
Stacy.
don't know why, but that's just like
You can pass
She can-
for
I
Stacy.
almost feel like I can understand Stacy. I don't know if that's bad, but it's not. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but it's like I feel like I understand Stacy.
Yeah.
okay.
What would be like the backup job? Feels like Stacey would do for work. What would she do?
Model.
She's a model.
Okay.
It fits.
That's believable.
Yeah.
Hey Stacey, what do you do? Nigga, I model, nigga.
On the thing.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You got to pay to see this modeling,
This thing.
and all you seeing is runway walking and hair flicking and makeup doing.
Fuzzy cuffs. No.
You feel
Cuffs
We
go.
ain't let it go.
When is your birthday? I'm gonna buy you some fuzzy cuffs.
Oh, so my birthday. You can't do that. I was born on Mother's Day.
the fuzzy
What?
haircut.
Oh,
That's my mom. I'm
She
not.
probably has some fuzzy cuffs.
That's what someone said too.
We can't take away from what Mama was doing back in the day. Hey.
Well, what's crazy is that, believe it or not, all my siblings were born on a holiday. I was born on Mother's Day. She doing something right. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. My sister's born on Thanksgiving. Brother's born on Veterans Day. Me Mother's Day, and the other one's Memorial Day.
Y'all was playing.
Okay. Well
Oh, cool though. You know something? I got a childhood memory. I always wonder why I seen handcuffs in my mama's room.
Right.
7 keys to the couch.
You know,
What do they look
Police
for?
officer.
Mama was not no police
you
officer.
want to be FBI too?
You take my mama handcuffs, we gonna go play police. I got some handcuffs.
With no key.
That actually did happen to me. I went in my uncle's room and he was moving. We was all packing. But he had the real handcuffs, so we
Ooh.
actually had to call an officer to come get him off. Ever since then, I was like, yeah, I'm good off cuffs. That's why I'd be scared if someone ever did handcuff me, because I was in the cuffs for about like a good 2 hours. I was like,
Wow.
this is bullshit.
You gonna be coming to the bed for a while.
I was just cuffed like this. This would crack me up. I asked someone to take them off, so my cousin was like, no, it might just be the fake ones. So this nigga gonna click it on tighter.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, clearly we not going to you next time we need help. But I was like, we not doing cuffs no more.
Hey, you need to be careful when you move, because I was helping my cousin move one time, and we picked up his drawer and a penis pump fell on the ground.
Wow.
A
A penis pump.
Was there not a conversation about that? We gotta stop
They
and
fell
talk
on the
about
ground.
it. Yeah,
We was
I was like, walking. I wouldn't even. I'd be like,
We was like, we didn't know what it was. We people like, no, really.
The only time I seen a penis pump was on Austin Powers. Like, that's the only time
That's why I
seen
know exactly what it is. But
I seen it in real life.
I
Wow.
seen one in real life too.
Kira.
Oh, yeah.
How many runway shows have you worked on thus far?
Just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah. But my favorite one was the Houston Runway show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So now let me ask, has any of your hair, the people you've styled hair for, male or female, ever hit on you?
No.
No? They all kept it professional? Oh, okay.
you ever been interested in anybody you met like while doing makeup, or it's never kind of clicked over either?
Mm-mm. I work on more women than men.
hey,
You never had a
they
woman.
gay
Yeah,
out
I was
here,
gonna
though.
say the women
They're
don't
great
care.
out here.
Yeah. No,
She gives them Stacy. That's
Okay.
but I did see on her page that she did do some men braids though. Like they were kind of dope, kind of look like
Yeah.
Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
yeah, I told
Did
you I
they
do
ever
a
ask
little
for
homework.
discounts? Or when guys get their hair braided?
No, not the guys.
Not the
The
guys.
guys are more so willing to
To actually
tip
put-
extra on top
What's
of
the
that.
weirdest thing somebody has asked you to like barter for exchange for your service? Like, what's the weirdest form of payment you
They
ever
might let
heard?
me take you out. Stacy don't eat
But
that.
even with women too, I've
Right.
heard some women say some pretty random stuff when I was doing dreads, get their hair done.
Yeah. No, I've just had people that's more so like, hey girl, like I don't get paid to this such time, can you do my hair now? And I'll pay you later type stuff. But nothing like weird in exchange for to do their hair. Nothing. No,
Okay,
just
okay,
like,
okay. Everybody,
Yeah.
but everybody participating and being
Yeah.
Men,
cordial.
Hey, whoever's her cousin,
Man,
that's a good
yeah.
cousin.
for real.
For real.
Let
So
me tell you.
before Mother Stacy, you know what I'm saying? Before relationship Stacy, you know what I'm saying? We gonna take it all the way back.
Hey, I'm about to go to private so y'all can go ahead so she can be real.
You know what I'm saying? What was the weirdest place somebody ever tried to holler at you? Like the weirdest place. Like you shouldn't be trying to talk to me or pick me up at this location.
I was at a car dealership with my mom.
Wow.
I just thought that was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
was it like a hard try?
It was a hard try because he went and wrote the whole message
Oh,
on
your
a
phone?
sticky note and put like 3 sticky notes on my car. So
Okay, I mean, that was effort though.
I mean, it was cute,
But yeah,
but
It was
still,
weird.
yeah, a little creepy.
Yeah.
Like I'm with my
Like,
mama.
why you did all those sticky notes?
Man, but you know, sometimes you only got that one shot though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some. I feel like anytime I've ended up in a relationship, there's always a strange story. Like I can see
Yeah.
like
Within
something
that
extra.
person?
Yes, something very extra happened, and I think that's probably what sealed it for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
give me an example. On
Yeah,
that.
I was
I'm
about to
like,
ask, like, what was the
Did
extra?
they have a dick
So-
pump and you was like,
So-
like what's going on here?
One of my exes, I was catching a bus to work. I was like 23, but as you can see, I'm tall,
Mhm.
but I had on some white jeans, and he was like way on the other side of Fondren,
Yeah.
and came to my bus stop. So that's where we initially met.
Okay.
But I'm a person, even till now, if you was with me, I'm a bad responder. Like,
Mhm.
I'll see it when I eventually turn my phone on because I leave my
Yeah.
phone on silent. So it was like hard getting in touch with me.
Yeah.
But one of the
Yeah,
times
I tried
that,
to call you earlier. You know what
hey,
I'm saying?
I know my flaws. But one of the times that we have met, my homegirl, so it's on Fondren and West Delta where that City Trends used to be.
Like she
I
know
don't know
exactly.
if it's there or not. But one of the times we have met there, so when he couldn't get in touch with me, he kept going into that City Trends until he saw my homegirl,
Yeah. Okay.
left his number. This was like maybe a couple of months. And
That's
she
commitment.
came
I know.
and she was like, "Do you know such and such?" And I was like, the name was ringing a bell, but I was like, why would she know his name though?
Yeah.
Damn.
She was like, call this number. Literally, and where I just moved to was like somewhere way off 610. This dude drove in the rain, like storming weather.
He was coming for that.
How long were you?
He wanted some poo poo for real,
for like
nigga.
a couple of years. That was the initial though. That was the initial like how we met.
Was that like the deal breaker? Like you was like, you know what? I'm
No,
here.
for real, yeah.
Really?
Because before it's not to say that I was young too at the time. I was like 23.
This before the
So-
long dreads.
What? Yeah, so it was like hard to catch me because if I wasn't at work, that's when I was doing dreads full time too, and then I was just always partying, and so you couldn't catch me. Like I just. But when that happened, I was just like, okay, this is dedication. Like, let me slow down.
That is,
Like,
I don't think guys do that.
Crazy.
I feel like I'll say this. It's not even about crazy. If a dude wants you,
Right.
Oh, yeah,
a
he'll let
dude
you
will
know.
pursue you.
Right.
I don't care what no dude say. If you have your eye on that chick,
Yeah.
not to say what you won't do, but you will go out of your way to get that chick.
Yeah.
That leads me into my next
That-
question.
that-
Reminds me of a time.
Ain't
Wait,
lying.
I said, you need to come right here if you're gonna do
No,
this.
So-
You be like, man, I ain't never had my pussy ain't waking up to it. Like, yeah, goddamn, nigga, that nigga wanted you, nigga. like, nigga, I thought this was a dream, nigga. Shit, I woke up in a happy place.
So have you ever like went out your way trying to talk to someone of interest, or what would it be? Or if you had like a move that you would like, would you? Yeah, just get like trying to bring a guy in. What would you do?
I'm a quiet person, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely give you some eye contact all day. Like if we lock eyes, we're locking eyes.
Mhm.
Like I feel like that's the way I draw people.
She gonna
But
soul
if it's like 30 minutes and clearly they see
And
you,
if they don't say shit, I'm not saying the goddamn thing.
Like, you see me? Yeah, I see you. You see me?
You might want to come say something to me.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So you initiate essentially by showing interest,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
Hey.
Like,
But I've
okay,
had somebody do some weird stuff to me on like a Greyhound bus. Like I was
Wow.
traveling to go visit my mom,
Mhm.
and he did the most to try to get my attention. He worked for the Greyhound, and he lied. I was like very, very young at the time. I was like literally like 17, and
Oh.
he lied to the bus driver, saying that it was like a problem with my ticket and things like that, and just wanted me to come up to the front just so he can like ask me for my number. I thought
Motherfucker.
it was cute too, but
I mean,
still,
it is,
it's
but at this
like,
point, you get me worked up.
I know. Like, I was so scared.
Something wrong with the ticket. Can you come to the front, please, ma'am?
Don't embarrass me like that. That's how I say
It was
next time.
like, mm-mm.
You should have gave him the rejection hotline. Did you do that?
No.
Can I say
There's a rejection hotline.
I get it all the time at my job.
There's
And
a
you
re-
know I sell cars. I'm like, how the fuck you reach out to me and I can't call you back? Why are you sending me? You want to walk, bitch? That's what you gonna do. Like,
Damn.
rejection, and I wrote it down too, so it's so I give it to people. That's what you should have did. Give them the rejection.
Have you
hotline.
ever went out of your way?
Hell no. Tell me in the house.
She said that with the utmost confidence.
Exactly. Like,
Hell
You
no.
ain't never went out your way.
never.
That like being. Like then I bottle service, like he know I don't know how to pour no drinks, she know I don't know how to pour no drinks. I still went home with her. For real.
Quick.
It was funny because they was laughing at me like the whole time. I'm like, okay, I must be doing good. Just smile. She's like, no, you fucking I was like, you the realest one. I've been here for about an hour. Ain't nobody saying shit, so I'm just thinking I'm doing the right thing.
Everybody can think they you showing them
Got
love.
a coach and everything.
Yeah. It was like the day of. I was like, shit. But yeah, no, I enjoyed myself. But if I was to go out my way, I don't know. That's why I'm here, because y'all supposed to teach me. I'm like the Bambi of the group. I don't know.
We got you, baby. We got you. You know what I'm
This
saying?
poor child going wild, go wrong end of the street. So
No.
She said she wanted to wild out.
No.
Whoa,
Not
no.
in Houston. No.
Not in Houston, what that mean?
You gotta know somebody when you go out and hang out. I don't feel like you can just. You know,
Yeah, because Houston is full of like
if you don't know someone, I feel like you get into the.
wrong crowd real
Right.
quick.
Right.
So yeah.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Escalate real quickly.
For real. Now backtracking, what got you what inspired you to do what you do now? Or who do you derive your inspiration from?
Well, I've always had my own hair since I was 10 years old. I couldn't stand my mama doing my hair no more.
I see your daughter over there slave, you know what I'm saying?
That's the best kind of mama to have.
What?
Your hair always done.
Nigga, hair look like full body, you know what I'm saying, with the bounce.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always done my own hair, so when I told mom that I wanted to be a police officer, she was like, no, like that's too dangerous, and and then
Like, girl, you too quiet. You be like, pull over.
right.
Safety officer
I feel like that's the underestimate. I mean, we're underestimating her because I feel like the turn up will be serious if it was necessary.
Oh, she can turn up though. I'm not gonna lie.
I
She can
believe
turn
it.
up though.
I believe it. I saw a TikTok on her page.
Oh, you did research. I'm so proud of you.
I'm telling you, she came with the basic, with the bun up, and then she put the hand up, and then just slaying. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
This who we interviewing. All right.
Exactly.
Nah, I think niggas will want to pull over if they find out you the cop. Like, yeah, man, damn, I got pulled.
Oh, they tail lights out.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Everything fucked up with me. Just take me in, officer.
So here's a question for the floor.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Have you ever been on your way
To
your appointment?
dick appointment, pussy appointment.
Yes.
All
There's
right.
some better call.
Damn.
What?
Something
Yeah,
better.
I had that to happen to me. Let me tell you about
Hey, pull up the chair,
it.
man.
I ain't gonna pull up the check.
Pull up the chair.
And I'm gonna need you to ask the question again. Go ahead.
So question,
All right.
have you ever been on the way to your dick or pussy appointment?
Right.
And some better call on the way. And did you go to the better? What was the excuse that you told the latter?
Technically, I'm gonna say this right here. I'm speaking to the mic on that. I'm gonna say this. The one, look, I had an appointment, but I stopped at McDonald's to give me a double cheeseburger fry and a small fry. But look,
Nigga, remember the phone.
look, let me tell you though, look, her friend, and I didn't even know this was her friend at the time.
Damn.
Why I'm leaving McDonald's with me?
Damn. That sounded like one of my movies.
And look,
Why were y'all at
look,
McDonald's?
look, hold on, because I was at the basketball game, you know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
I need some more story. Okay, I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? So
now.
she was at the McDonald's too, so I got her. Not knowing that the girl I was supposed to be going to see, they was friends. And then don't you know the next day, girl got hot at me Because she's like, you ain't pull up and you went to go fuck with my friend?
Ooh.
I say, for one, I ain't even know that was your friend.
Look.
Which I didn't know. So you know what I'm saying? Look, she was like, no, everybody know that's my friend. I said, clearly everybody don't know because I didn't know. But I ain't gonna lie, you know, long story short.
Who's better?
I don't know.
I don't even know. I got my other one because the girl messed it up.
Yo,
The girl messed it up.
he done stroked and she done told.
I
told
agree.
We gonna have to have a female answer this next question before I tell my
You
story.
said don't stroke and tell.
Don't stroke and tell.
Don't stroke and tell because I'm Philip Banks.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed. I will answer that question.
Go ahead.
I did.
You did?
I did.
What was it?
Because it was a random, so I don't have my other phone, but that other phone number has been a number that I've had. That's the longest number I've ever kept. And
The
that
longest
message
relationship.
was so random, and it just so happened to be as I started showering and the way I lied
Damn.
and said something came up.
Damn.
Because at this point, in my mind, how I rationalized it was, I had never messed with dude before, but we had been talking for a little minute.
Right.
So we had never really fucked around, but I was at the point where I felt like, you know what, we can try to do this. But then I didn't, when that one hit me, the one I knew that was going to hit me over the head with the meat.
Ooh.
I
That nigga
said,
said.
hit me with it.
Hit you with it. He said,
That nigga said the meat. That nigga
I don't
did a
want
big
to
job.
risk the experiment because I didn't know what I was going to get. Because, you know, that's 50-50 sometimes when you never tried it. So
Yeah.
That's true.
I went with the hammer.
She
Where I
said she
knew
never
I was
done
going to go to
it.
sleep
She said she
afterwards.
never tried.
That's where I went.
She needed that NyQuil. That's
I'm
what
trying to
I
tell
just
you.
put a girl to sleep the other night.
Yeah, I did.
The way he is.
I think.
It was him.
Wait till has good pussy put y'all to sleep.
You fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But,
I was sleep in still.
Well, what you got?
I just went to sleep. Lay on the TV.
You don't even need no blankets.
Hell no, nigga, we warm right there,
Old
man.
coochie, all this meat right here.
Wait, were you on top or were you
I
on
was
bottom?
on top. I was
Nigga,
on
she
top
wasn't
and
moving.
I just feel like she just made my whole body weak, right?
Hey, that's when you miss some good
You know
good.
what I'm saying? My
I think-
whole got weak.
I think my
I fell on
fuck
top. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna
my situation happened back when I was at home. I had met this chick named Sophia at the strip club.
Come on, Sophia.
You know what I'm saying?
Always gotta be something.
You know what I'm saying? I had met her at the strip club, but she I didn't know her father was in Obama's cabinet at the time. You know what I'm saying? I would have been still fucking with her. But we went to a house party and her homegirl Jay.
So you group, go ahead.
Barack Obama shit.
You feel me? Hey,
You ain't
nigga.
getting no more parking tickets.
Exactly, nigga. What? Nigga? He's still my president, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But we went to a house party and they was like, hey, yeah, come on, Banks, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? This before I went by Banks. But I went to the house party, I'm kicking it and whatnot. Her homegirl Jay been eyeing me the whole time. I'm like, So we all leave the house party. I dropped Sophie off and nigga shit. Jay just kept riding with a nigga and started topping the nigga off. And I was like, you know what? And I wasn't mad because Sophie was dry.
Did she
She-
just lean over with the shit?
She with the shits. Nigga, what?
I'm always
I
shocked.
got
Lean over.
I got a question for the ladies now.
Oh,
You
God.
said, have y'all ever top y'all man out while he was driving?
I ain't never had a nigga with a car, so
Damn.
Wait, what?
I'ma just be honest. Every nigga I fuck with ain't had no car.
Girl, you messed with the wrong nigga.
Well,
Shoes and see if that young man got on a watch. Look at it. The shoes and that watch make a difference.
uh-huh.
You gotta look at them shoes, man.
What?
He sounds so disappointed in me.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna say on me.
Nah, but see, in defense of that, when you say watch the shoes, what I've learned being out here in H-Town is you can look like you got some shit.
And they
Ain't got a damn thing.
Yeah.
So what are the no-go shoes? If someone was trying to get in y'all section, he's like, nigga, no.
Dirty ass,
I
crushed
still say
ass
look at the
shoes.
watch. You can look at the watch and you can see a nice watch. You're not gonna have on, and I'm not talking about one of them like shiny watches.
Not them corner store watches.
Yeah, you can tell when somebody got on a quality watch. Cause a watch, if you got the time, you can have on some cheap shoes, but you're gonna spend some money on a watch. It's like the accessories. Pay attention to the other accessories. Don't mind the belt, cause everybody got to wear cheap.
What about
Look,
the girls?
I'm pointing,
If
I'm
the
pointing at
girls
the
try to
watch.
hang out with you, if you was in your
Take my
section
watch
and the girls
off.
like, can I get in your
Take
section?
my watch
What kind of chick you not letting in your section?
What kind of chick I'm not letting in my section?
Yeah. If you saw her outfit, you was like, you're not getting in my section right now. Or at all.
Everybody, but every chick, I feel like every chick got that ratchet friend.
Y'all let random people in.
Ratchet friend.
I mean, I don't let random people, but if I feel like you could pass.
Come on, y'all trying to take
Y'all-
pictures.
y'all- y'all-
And you was like, yo, you
We be
can't.
nice, man. I don't be tripping. Long
Right.
ain't ratchet.
So they can look
As long as
ratchet.
you ain't looking crazy, as long as you ain't talking crazy or smelling crazy.
Or try to drink out the bottle you ain't put in
right,
on.
right.
You know something I would talk a long time ago. Yeah, you know
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna try to be friendly more often.
You know something I would
I
talk
would try
about?
to be friendly.
I would talk something a long time ago. When y'all speaking about that money and watches and shoes, that means nothing. Cause you know who I'm talking about. He walking around every day looking like a bum. He got more money than every last one of us in this room.
But we're not talking
You
about.
talking about-
You know what? It's some people out there like that like it's a dude that I
He
know.
ain't trying to holler on some other shit.
Yeah, that's
There be
it.
some niggas be trying to holler.
He be on his Bill Gates.
Right.
But like it's no, and it's another guy I know. Real talk. This guy, he's a white girl, but he got a big ass house. He go sleep in his backyard in a sleeping bag.
Look, come on.
He bombing,
If I
he
got
be
the
looking
kind of land
bombing.
that I would too.
Like, you know, for real,
Nigga, this grass is fertilized, nigga. I got insect repellent, nigga.
Oh, no.
Like, and I don't even work, but that's the type of stuff he do. He
But-
don't want people to know that he got money.
Y'all do promotions. So if someone's trying to get in on y'all promotion group, y'all expect them to have. I'm not saying Versace or anything like that.
But they gotta
what
have
kind of
some kind of
attire are they
Yeah.
supposed to be having?
Yeah,
look, see the fuckery about to happen. Go ahead. Let me mean this shit. Go ahead.
No, I ain't finna say nothing. I'm gonna let him answer that.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna let Meech answer.
Man, I circle tight anyway,
Hey,
so man, we
It's
don't
loyalty.
fuck with no fake people, so it ain't about who you is. We
Right.
just keep our circle tight, you know what I'm saying?
Loyalty.
Like we built a little different, so like really, we really don't deal with nobody really unless you family.
Huh.
If we bring you
Yeah,
around,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or then you bring that vibe that you got that same energy we got, then we did, you know
if
what
we
I'm
bring
saying?
you in, we consider you family.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
some people that ain't our family, but
We
once you
consider
come
them
around, we get
Mhm.
people
Mhm.
who genuine, who ain't.
Loyalty.
Most
We
definitely.
are loyal.
So, Kira, I keep, look, it's the drink.
And
I
then
know, I was gonna say
and then they
it's-
want to say Kyra because my best friend name is Shakira.
You mind if I just call?
Kira
you mind
and
if-
Kira, just
Kira.
the Kira without
Okay.
the show.
Alright, so what's the sexiest hairstyle you ever done?
Hollywood waves.
What's Hollywood waves?
Just that nice, just wave that falls in your face like that.
Yeah. She said, she did.
Even the way she did it, I was like, you know, you might have-
Like the halfway, like with the vein, what you talking about?
It's almost like finger waves, but just with
Yeah,
more
okay.
volume. That
Yeah.
that wave.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
just
if
so
lace
sexy.
fronts would have been more popping before I locked my hair,
So many guys are
bro,
catfish.
I would have been switching a wig every week. I
Damn.
chose to lock my
I
hair.
can't, well, honestly, can't, well,
They be wearing
dreads
those
be too
dreads,
thick.
though.
Do
Her
you-
dreads too
this
thick.
is-
Her dreads too
Do
thick
you
though.
see how,
So I-
that's a helmet. If I try to set something,
Man, I done
I
seen
put-
She'll be like, God damn, they
No, I
got a big
tried.
head.
I
That's
was
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
like a crackhead. I had caught a fever and I was at work and I had set that wig back on my hair like a snapback. I said, oh, this gotta
So
go.
you had a wig on
So you
with
actually
some dreads?
tried it.
Yeah, well, it's when my dreads was shorter, so I cornrowed them back
Mhm.
just so I could get my hair as flat as I could.
Mhm.
And then I tried to do the install. That was hot. That
So
was
you
a
had to get your
helmet.
dreads. So did you have to get your dreads retwisted and then braided like
Yeah,
that?
and
So-
it's hot.
Yeah,
That's
I already know the dreads hot.
So-
I used to have mine.
You
What's
had
the
dreads?
sexiest hairstyle on a man to you?
I love dreads. I love
I
dreads. I do. I love
Beach, you got a winner.
You know what I'm going to
So she's going to be real in the interview. I'm going to be back
Oh
about
my
20
God,
minutes.
they am being real. I'm not going to put him.
I'm going to be back.
Okay, bye.
So we just gonna say these questions.
Hey, when you get downstairs, you gotta hit the red button on the side to get out the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Questions are pre-relationship, you know,
We need to go.
so that way we can have real
We'll
answers.
be back. Go ahead and get your.
So let me ask you this: have you ever pressed a man's hair?
I have.
Some Cat Williams.
Really?
Some Cat Williams, Lil Yachty
Was it
shit.
just a press, or did you give them like some crinkles, a little?
No, it was just a press. It was just a press, yeah. And I didn't like it. I just feel like it looks just like Cat Williams, like some pimp shit. I don't like it.
Okay, so wait, let me sneak a question in since it's just us ladies.
Okay.
It's recorded.
Hey, so when it comes to giving head, do you like to give head from scratch to let it rise like bread in your
I
mouth?
don't know.
Or you like it already hard?
I like it already hard. I'm not
I've never
putting that
had that.
gummy shit in my mouth. I'm not doing it. Unless I'm just like,
the gummy
baby, like, I need right now. But nah, I'm not doing it.
Do you feel like head is something that should be often or on special occasions?
Oh, it should be often.
Fucking right.
Okay.
Do you feel like you should initiate or?
But it should be often vice versa too.
What you mean?
I mean,
You know what I'm
that should
saying?
be,
Yes.
Man, I agree. Like,
Dang.
sometimes you gotta get down and get the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, there ain't nothing wrong with eating some good kitty cat. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's clean. You know what I'm saying? You know.
So here's the question. Do you guys agree or disagree? I don't have exes or people I have dated. Those were entanglements.
Whoa.
I don't claim my exes. No.
Step back.
Your exes are.
You know, that's a good way to put it. Like, hey, I had entanglements.
And
You
that's
know.
what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
Literally.
I claim a few.
Mhm. Do you claim them based off the experience? Was it like a good experience and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's something that I decided to walk away from,
Mhm.
then I'll be like, okay, well that was a good
Right.
situation.
That was a
Even though
touch.
I had to like walk away from it, but like,
Yeah.
okay.
What was the situation you had to walk away? Have you ever regretted walking away from a situation?
No.
No. She like, nah, nigga. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck
I
it.
got dreadheads like
Nigga, you know where I'm from, nigga? I see dreads every day, nigga. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
I have.
Damn.
What was it?
But I'm already with you.
Why?
Was it like you ready to be finished? Was it
Were you
trash?
trash or had you had enough?
I think it was honestly because I've done it a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. It's been because I'm ready to finish, definitely, but also like I don't know why I be trying to like be nice. Ugh.
I
Knowing
have-
this nigga ain't doing shit for me.
Shit. That's me right here.
Like, nigga, what? Oh, like, nigga, your stroke game is trash, nigga. You ain't even hitting the spots, nigga. You ain't trying nothing new.
So, have you had like a really bad experience?
Oh yeah.
I feel like every woman has.
Like what you said, like it's always a 50-50 like
Man.
gamble when you fuck with somebody new, and I've had somebody that had a little
Time out.
Damn.
What race were they? Were they black?
They were black.
They were.
And
Did
that
you
was very
expect it?
no, that was very shocking.
She was disappointed.
I didn't know it was possible.
Man.
Damn.
And I
So what did he do to turn you on? Like, did you think he
I
knew he
liked
had a
his
small?
vibe. I liked his vibe.
That's all
He was
had.
attractive to me. He was short, but I liked his vibe. He was cool, and he didn't really like. He wasn't like extra.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Bad
That's
is bad.
I see. I got a lot of stories from back home.
What? I'm trying to even be nice because I'm just over here like I have a story that just made me.
Right. Because like back home, I love my city, Austin. You know what I'm saying? I had moved back for 2 years or what have you after I got my little heart broke out here. You know what I'm saying? So I went back home. So I ran into this chick, you know what I'm saying? Little cute little thing or what have you. And I wasn't trying to move fast or nothing. She was a party girl. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them helpless romantics at the time. That was before the Savage days. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me a hug and she walked out the door and she was like, I was like, all right, cool. And she was like, I just felt so disrespected. I was like, why, bitch? She was like, because I expected you to have more. I was like, well, bitch, you the only person that said that, but I ain't gonna push your buttons. I'm gonna let you go ahead and gas yourself up. She was like, I'm the only one that said. I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm not gonna hound after you. I'm not gonna brag about myself or nothing like that.
It's like you have nothing to prove.
For real. So let's believe when she came back, I put it down and she kept coming back. Shit. You better be listening, bitch. Nah. I remember you now. Nah. But that gotta suck though. Like, as a man, like, for one, like, it's one thing when you over anticipate something that you wanted to slide in. Like,
get the first one out of the way.
What's the first one? What do you mean?
Like that first nut.
Take care of that first one.
Yeah, cause like if cause I've been guilty of this once before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I over anticipated some good pussy. Yeah. I slid in. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I did not expect this, nigga. This was somebody. I need a lifeline somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But
wait, so does that happen with girls? Have you guys ever?
Oh yeah.
Nutted off the first slide?
I highly doubt that would happen.
Well, I won't say that I came quick, but it was one of those where I wasn't ready for. I thought I had grabbed all of it, and I didn't.
No.
Yeah.
And it was way more, and I was not prepared.
Jesus.
She was like, that was just a circumference.
Hold up.
It was one of those. I had
too much meat for one man.
Wow.
And I literally was in my ass, always trying to sit down. I said, I got to ease up on this. I came up quick. I said, I can't just sit down on this. Like
this ain't how we do it.
Nigga, what?
Question.
I love those moments.
Have you guys ever dated two people at the same time? Not to say that sex has to be necessarily involved, because dating.
So entertain.
But yeah, have you? I still say dated because you can date somebody without having sex.
Yeah, you dated too.
You can definitely do that.
Back in the day,
I bet you like.
Back in the day, I have. I ain't gonna lie. Like, but it's really for a man, like, it's really a headache, especially if you're not honest with people. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like they try to I don't know if you could say date. Like, I feel like for us girls it is dating, because when you're engaged with somebody, I feel like y'all try to wean them out.
Yeah, because how are you gonna know what you like unless you date different people?
Right.
True.
Facts.
And it's one of those.
All my eggs in one basket.
I'm trying to tell you, because it's one of those, you can go through the motions just with one person, but when you see people in a certain aspect and only from that aspect, and then you feel like, okay, that's the one, and you'll let that same scenario play out, then you get together and you really don't like that person, because it's like everyday life starts to happen, so you don't like that person like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like you shouldn't really
do that.
I feel like you shouldn't just put all your eggs, like she was saying, just in the same one basket, unless it's something where you can tell when you get that vibe.
Right,
it's just like, you know what? You know what's worth investing. But then at the same time, I still feel like you should hold at least one. Not to say you put someone else, but just keep that. Yeah.
Okay.
I just know how I am when it comes to doing that, putting all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
And I'm a Gemini.
Oh shit.
I love hard.
She like my mama.
So let's say if I did put all my eggs in that one basket. Now I'm wanting to see you all the time. I want to know what's up. Like, baby, what's up, And if you're not coming back with the same type of energy,
it's not reciprocated.
Right, and then it's making me crazy. Not because I could have been talking to this person.
Right,
I want to be as crazy on you, wanting to see you all the time, So
yeah.
how do you?
That makes sense.
But that's only if we're just dating. It's no commitment there yet. It's no understanding of that.
Right.
Yet. We're just dating.
I'm confused. Someone did say that dating No, okay, dating is getting to know the person, but being in a relationship is like
Commitment.
a different thing. I did not know that. Why?
Right, yeah.
Why is it separate?
Because you have to realize
From a man.
if you get into know somebody, you can't automatically just go into a relationship.
Right.
Well, I feel like you're still getting to know them even in the.
But I feel like before you put a title on it, you should have a sense of idea of that person. That's what makes you want to go into the relationship.
Right.
Because the relationship is exclusive. You saying that it's me and you.
Right.
But if you dated somebody, like she's saying, it's no expectations. You don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no routine that I expect for you to honor to me because we're still getting to know each other. So to date more than one person, I feel like that's where the opportunity is because you don't have any routine or commitment to anybody because you're not in a relationship. And I feel like a relationship has gotten misconstrued in society these days.
Yeah.
Everybody has sex so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And most people, sex should be sex, but most people feel like you have sex.
You're in a relationship.
Now we're together.
Wow.
And then I can't help if I got some good pussy or he happens to lay out some good dick. Now you hooked.
Right.
No. So that's why it's kind of.
That's why my relationships ain't working. Because I thought I was dating.
Yeah.
I thought I was in a relationship.
But they was dating.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and honestly, like, the way I feel about it is that whenever you meet somebody, you should always give it a time period. You know what I'm saying? Because especially like wait after 3 to 6 months, because when you first meet somebody, you don't know if you're meeting that genuine person or you're meeting a representative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta at least wait till they get comfortable so you can really see who the real person is. Because once they get comfortable, oh, so that's who you are. You a lazy, not ambitious ass motherfucker. You just act like you had ambition. Or act like you was this, that, and the third when you really ain't shit.
So to piggyback off of that, and we went over this question before, but I've never had the opportunity to have this question with you, and welcome, Kira.
Yeah. Well, it's always just been me and her. You know what I'm saying?
I only watch some of the late night hype, so I don't need to question.
I don't either.
It's not as bad, but I feel like it's a real one. So does sex on the first date make you a hoe? Or does it change the opinion of the person?
I just know. I'm like Andre 3000. I just think she know what she want in life, nigga.
Okay, wait. Dating. So we're dating.
No. At this point, y'all have gone on the first date.
All right.
This ain't even necessary. This could be anybody. Somebody you just met. This is a first date.
I'm not gonna lie.
Does be like, because you can even say it for men. Because I can say from a woman's perspective, you might not have went into the date thinking about having sex.
I'm gonna answer for men after y'all do y'all thing.
Something happens to where the sex ends up getting initiated, and it's like women speaking. Do you feel bad now because you gave up some pussy on the first date? Does it make you feel like, damn, like is he looking at me like I'm a hoe?
I do think that in my head.
Yeah. I do think that in my head.
Does it make you act different
towards them?
Yes, depending on like, yeah.
If we continue, I would start asking like, did you think I was a hoe because I did this or whatever with you on the first date? But at the same time, like you said, like I knew what I wanted. I'm deciding to make this decision with you. Just because I'm getting some too. I'm deciding to have sex with you because I want you.
Right.
I don't think it probably have crossed my mind, but at the same time, it's the other Geminis coming out.
Brother Banks.
You ain't do shit wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Now, I will say, like, back in my younger days, I didn't really mind having sex at the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I get it in. But as I get older, I become more cautious because the prettiest motherfucker in the room could have to be the dirtiest motherfucker you know. You know what I'm saying? So, like, back in the day, sex on the first night, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to strap up all the time, but, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. Now, I'm more on some, like, bitch, you got to come with some paperwork.
Right.
You know me, nigga. Like, you got to come with some paperwork. Like, I at least need to know you going to go get checked up every 3 to 6 months.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I feel like for guys, like you said, in the back in the old, not the old days.
I'm gonna say damn.
I ain't back in the long time
But
ago.
like for guys, it's what is the word? Praised upon.
Yeah.
To like get a girl to have sex on the first date. Girls, obviously, even if you talking to your girl like, yeah, I fucked them on the first date, like we still, or most girls would frown upon that. So I think it's.
I don't think they'll frown upon it if it was some good dick though.
Okay.
Like girls, ooh, bitch.
Like on the first, I don't know. Maybe it's a West Coast thing. I
don't know, because if I call my homegirl, depending on
like bitch. Now if it was some trash dick, I feel like a girl was like bitch.
At this point, that might be something to go to the grave. I'm not telling nobody about that.
Great question then. Has there ever been a time where you did have sex the first time and you're like, maybe if I didn't do it, maybe it would have lasted, or maybe something could have
Yes.
off?
You say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had that happen before.
So, like, do you think it was on your end that you started acting weird, or the other person? Like, they kind of, in a sense, got what they wanted.
You know what irritates me, honestly? I hate when a guy come hella strong onto the woman, and then when a woman come back with that same shit, you want to back the fuck up.
They acted like a bitch.
Now I'm the hoe
Yes.
because I just did all this, but you was coming at me
You was
tough.
doing the same
So I
thing.
thought
I gave the same energy.
I
feel like that's always my issue. Not
Really?
always
Come on, because we got a dude in here. Banks, why y'all hurt differently?
I mean, shit, like, on the cool, like, I've been on both sides of the fence, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really, it is what it is. Like, sometimes, if a nigga acting like a bitch after a while, like, he obviously wasn't really that into you. All he wanted to do was smash. Now, I had a girl that I tried to smash, you know what I'm saying, and she caught ghost on my ass, like a motherfucker. Like, I was like, goddamn. Years later, she come over here trying to throw the pussy. So what did I do? Nigga, I caught that hoe like a wide receiver and pissed that shit on. Like, bitch, you should have caught me when I was into you. Now you done fucked up. So here you go. Nigga, we playing hot potato now. Nigga.
So this is going to be like some big sister Kira advice.
Uh-oh.
If a girl was very nervous, like claiming her dominance or like trying to just, be a little bit more feminine to attract a guy, what would you tell them to do? Or something that you've seen have worked in the past?
Be you, boo-boo.
How to be more feminine?
Yeah. Like, like sexual, just creating that sexual attention.
I don't know. I just think you kind of already have to have that little,
Yeah.
that little swag in you already.
But let's say Casey, little white Casey's listening right now. She don't got that swag or
She ain't- She ain't got no rhythm.
You need to
She need to be with
the whole
Stacey.
line
Yeah.
to feel that.
Would it be
Whether you
music
can
or hair? Like, what do you suggest?
definitely always look good to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Always. But like I said, like you just kind of gotta have that little oomph in you already to get a man. You can't be. I mean, yes, I'm shy, but at the same time, I have that.
Yeah. When you know that you're comfortable.
Yeah. When I know I want somebody,
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of just be more, just sit back and just be cute and sexy and make sure your shit looks good.
So what's your go-to hairstyle for a
My
date?
go-to hairstyle.
Or for a
I should
bedroom?
trim my hair a lot. I love a nice bob.
A bob.
My natural hair is in a bob.
Okay.
I love a woman's neck. I feel it's the sexiest thing.
See, look, there's that advice right there. So if she's going out for dinner, you're like, Bob, to show off more of your front line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything
I
that
just learned a new vocabulary word.
you
the
should
front line.
have.
Like, show off the front line.
Here with some
You know what I'm saying?
shit too. Like, damn, be the whole 2 hours.
I feel like you should have features to yourself that make you feel good about yourself,
Right.
regardless of whatever it is, and hone in on that. And realize at the end of the day, just as much as you're interested in that guy, realize at the end of the day, it's you that he wants. So I feel like use that as the empowerment to give your confidence.
I just think it's a kid.
You
He
think
ain't
it's what?
even seen it.
But
Most guys like they
But you
don't.
know what? That's true. But that's what I mean about empowered, like feeling that empowered. Because at the end of the day, not to say it's one thing that they want, but I know that's something that will have your attention.
Yeah.
That gives me my confidence now, because it's either, for me, I'm a tease. Anything that you can give me to where I can tease you, and I'm all about, I have my own personal sense. So it's like at this
She
point,
got a go-to scent, y'all.
Bruh.
it's actually here.
Wow.
Go ahead, promote it, girl.
Nigga, what? But at the end of the day, like, men always like surprises, so I feel
What's your go-to?
I mean, I feel like even if a woman isn't all the way into herself at the time, if you dating somebody, you know what I'm saying, later on you might become into or get more comfortable, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to surprise somebody later on down the line, like, you never know.
Can you tell when a girl's nervous? Trying to, like, do you think, and that's a good question for y'all too, can y'all notice it? And do you guys think you show you're nervous?
Honestly, like, sometimes I feel like, speaking from personal experience, I can kind of tell when a girl's nervous, but at the same time, I'm not going to point that shit out.
You just gonna let her look stupid?
I'm not going to let her look stupid. I'm just going to help her build that confidence. You know what I'm saying?
She feel a breeze.
Right.
She's like, look.
Because it's one thing I've learned throughout the years is that you can turn a woman off like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you want to start pointing out flaws in the middle of her trying to get her sexy on for you, nigga, you ain't getting no cutty tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead, speak up, girl.
Let it go.
I'm just saying, like, nigga, you might as well go to sleep with blue balls, go jack off in the shower, go do something, nigga. You fucked yourself up. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah. Do you guys think you can tell when you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you guys keep going, or do you just kind of?
You gotta keep
I
going.
don't like when a guy is nervous, but I be nervous as shit sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
But you're
I get
playing it off.
intimidated when I feel like a guy is like super, super, super cute. But if it's like an ugly or average guy, I be like, hell
I got
shit.
it. Get out of here.
Like, nigga, you really tried that, didn't you? You tried it.
Shimmy, show the bob.
You know what I'm saying?
I can tell because for me, I came into my womanhood later in life, like not that long ago, safe to say. And I was very tomboyish, so for me, I could be very nonchalant. I'm like one of the homies. But for somebody that's interested in me, because I'm so chill and laid back, it kind of throws the guy off. And I've had people where it's like, they start saying, they'll also start saying random shit. And I'll be like, how in the hell did we get here? And it's like your nerves. I've had people come back and apologize, like, man, because I could tell when it got awkward. And I'm so forward that I'll answer your questions, but then it's like you can tell I'm being hella sarcastic now. And so sometimes for me, if it's somebody that I'm really, really interested in, and I can tell he's nervous, then I won't take full advantage of it, and I'll kind of try to tone it down. But then to answer it from my point of view, I have been like super nervous, but for me, and I feel like everybody has their little bias. Mine is I smoke a lot of weed.
I think.
So if I feel like I'm really into that person, I'll try to make sure I level myself out, because I get very fidgety.
See, I think my issue is, like, and I hate the fact that I have this issue, is that I'm very ticklish.
Isn't that some bullshit?
Don't say that same way. Because the way she gonna tickle the shit out of you.
Because, like, I would want some foreplay like a motherfucker.
But I'm over here like a child.
Like, in every little part, like, I'm just like, damn.
I'm trying to
okay, this is secure advice. There's a few guys I know that don't know how to foreplay. So has there ever been something that you've seen that a guy's done foreplay wise that you can tell some of the guys out there to do to kind of get it going? And they say it's because they're nervous. So I'm like, if you give them,
definitely eat the box longer.
I've been really trying, baby.
Just as long as you want somebody to go down on you.
You better eat
well,
that.
I mean, like
Better eat that kitty
before
foot
the
till she
clothes
nut,
come off.
nigga.
Like, there's a lot of kissing or like.
Oh yeah, see, I'm a kisser. I love kissing and just being that romantic, like just all up on me type stuff. So yeah, definitely that, but don't be like not wanting to kiss and like just being half-assed with your kissing. Like that's just weird.
Do you think you can tell when a guy's not as like going into eating and he's not as into it? Have you ever been able to tell that? You can tell.
I don't like when they try to do that hurry up and eat because I'm just trying to.
Oh yes!
I like
oh my god! I agree.
And then you trying to put it in. Sir, no.
Right.
No.
Yes.
You
That's why I would say
you
my
gotta
piece
eat
of
that
advice-
kitty till she nut. You know what I'm saying? She
It's
just
the-
like a nigga need to get the first one out of the way. If you gonna eat that pussy, like you
Get
gotta
it all the
let
way out the way. Don't build it up and then try to put it in. Cause that's too different. Now I gotta refocus.
She said refocus.
The fuck is you going? The fuck is right here?
And fellas, let me go on here and tell you, niggas, if you listening, nigga, if you plan on eating some pussy, go on here and get some neck stretches in. You know what I'm saying? Do some neck rotations.
In the word of Doja Cat, dive in the pussy like
I love her.
I like her a lot.
Hell yeah.
Since this is a late night hype, we do have an artist here. So,
Dang.
who are some of like your top female artists that you like? That you be, doing your hair too and things like that.
I'm loving Kiana Lede right now.
Who was that?
Somebody we finna go check out.
Right.
I'm so happy that she said
Nigga,
somebody
what?
she didn't
Nigga,
know.
nigga, I almost choked.
Oh, y'all know like everybody.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah, I be putting her on a lot of music.
Man, I'm
So.
just like, I ain't never heard.
What's her top song that she's done?
I like, this is like a diss album to like the niggas in a sense. Like, I'm that shit, I'm that bitch, you're canceled.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
But my favorite one on that album is probably Plenty More.
Huh.
Um,
Anymore.
Crazy.
Every female got a crazy track.
Since we don't really know who she is, if you was to like compare her vibe,
Oh, okay.
who would you reference her to, kind of in a sense?
I wouldn't say her, but in a sense, kind of her.
Mm-hmm.
Because her is a little bit more like a Sade to me.
Yeah, poetic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But she is too a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost on borderline like LMA, all of that
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
See, my go-to female album to listen to, I'm not gonna say my crush. You looking at me like it was coming. Now, my go-to female album to listen to is Tink from Atlanta.
Okay,
You
I
did
feel like
bring
Tink
younger.
is very underrated.
Yeah.
She's
That-
dope. Her lyrics be dope.
That
And
voicemail
her
album,
voice too, but her
that
lyrics-
whole album is the shits.
I'm proud of you paying respects to female artists.
You know,
Like,
I always listen to
he
female
was
artists.
canceled because we found out he be fake busting. So I got a whole meme of
If the
that.
pussy trash,
Oh, my
I'm gonna fake bust. Oh, yeah, that shit was good.
He
You
said we're
know?
gonna circle right back around.
So I do have to ask as well, because she's a beautiful chocolate woman. They'll go ahead and see it. What would be your, if you could be in a 90s movie, an old 90s movie, what would you be in?
Damn, that's a good one.
Because she has a personality. I'm
That's
just
a
like,
good
what
one.
would she be in?
I can see her play. I'm gonna wait till she answers because I can see her.
Let me
playing.
find out it's the same thing.
I'm trying to think of one, y'all. But it's only one that's like literally coming to my mind right now. But
Do you remember another person that
Ooh.
played in it?
I don't know. This is probably not 90s, but I would definitely be in Deliver Us from Eva. I love Deliver Us from
Okay. I can see her in there.
Eva. I love that movie.
She could have been doing
her
her
Coming to America.
Mine would have to be Love Jones.
What did you
Oh,
think she
yeah, I
Love
love
Jones
that.
is my
I see
movie.
two. Either she could have been Neil Long and Friday, or
She could have been in Friday.
or Megan Good and East Bayou.
Megan Good.
I don't know she's like,
What?
what the
You gotta
hell?
go see Eve's Fight. It's
Okay.
very old movie, but it's still
Yeah.
very good.
I gotta see
Okay.
it.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's from the.
I was thinking Poetic Justice. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Because I feel like you'd have like a night, like her
That
bright
Janet
colors.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That she would look really nice. in those, Yeah.
But see, Janet Jackson always wore black in that whole damn movie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And that's all I ever wear is black.
Oh, well, there
Amen.
you go. Hey, you get it right there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Okay, so question, and it'll probably make you reference Set It Off, a specific scene. But a woman, so it's a kind of two-part question, well, two-part. A woman slept with a man to pay her children's school fees.
Yeah.
Is she a prostitute or is she a caring mother?
I think she's a caring mother. I'm not saying do it, but I don't know.
So then the next part of that is then what's the difference between a prostitute then and a caring mother?
Because the mother's doing it for someone aside herself. I think a prostitute
Is doing it for
herself gain.
That and to live.
So my thing is, so because she doesn't have kids and that's the profession that she's choosing to do, that makes her less of a woman versus somebody who now has kids?
Well, like you said, I think one of them was an opportunity. The other one chooses to do it as a continuous.
Yeah.
So let's say that at this point, I mean, I can't relate, but I mean, I've seen some shit. Mm-hmm. And I mean, unfortunately, sometimes that's the role.
I think I need
like in a sense for either like stripping, safe to say, like you can kind of narrow it down there because you know there's a lot of women that strip, and that's the means of the money that comes the quickest for them to get to.
Not saying that they necessarily a hoe.
Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like school sometimes might be in the way. This might be the easiest way for them to get fast money to pay the bills. But what's the silver lining almost to say that separates a prostitute? Because it's literally the same concept. It's just you're giving one more clout because she's a mother with kids, and this one, and who's to say that the other one don't have kids? And what if that's what she has to do to survive for her kids?
May I chime in?
Sure. You look, we can debate the subject first. But yeah, come on.
Alright, see, I used to be in a strip club like every day because my boy was a DJ before he went out to Detroit in California. And one thing that I've learned being in the strip club continuously, like there's a difference between an entertainer and a stripper. You know what I'm saying? An entertainer, she's going to get on stage, put on a show. Other strippers going to love her because she putting on a motherfucking show. You know what I'm saying? But a stripper, you know what I'm saying, is either she going to get on stage, do a little here and there. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, she probably finessing niggas or getting niggas to take her home, getting way too fucking drunk. You know what I'm saying? And doing extra shit for money. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to actually being a stripper, there's a two-part situation to that. Either she's an entertainer or she's a stripper. If she's just a basic stripper, then you out here being a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But if you're an entertainer, you doing this to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? And you're not trying to fall victim to that lifestyle. Because if you're in that shake life, as they call it, for way too long, your mindset can change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now instead of looking at men as men, you're looking at men as licks or sugar daddies or so forth and so on.
So then let me ask this then. Same concept but different scenario.
She gonna say niggas.
Well no. I'm gonna still keep it with us. Is she a gold digger? Because
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
She likes men who are established.
Okay.
Or myself, I'm already established. I don't want to talk to somebody that's less than me. So it's like, am I being shallow because I only want to talk to people that's established?
A good question. I'm gonna let you answer first. So what are your opinions?
I'm gonna answer last.
I want to see what you like your tone.
What do you
I
think?
definitely don't think that that's being shallow. You know what you want. You know what you don't want to deal with. You don't want a nigga that can't do for you or that can't
Meet you halfway.
Yeah, meet you in the area where you're already, like you said, you're already established. So I'm not trying to deal with nobody that doesn't have a car. For damn show. Sorry, friend. But
sorry, friend.
But I also can't deal with a guy that doesn't have ambition. Like if you understand if you.
That's why I said I'm gonna go last.
You may not have. I could probably fuck with you if you may not have a job, but if you have ambition, if you have potential, and I see it.
Right.
And it's not just you talking. I actually see the shit.
Right.
I can fuck with you.
Okay.
But if it's just all talk.
Was this not it?
I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier today. Because now I feel like it's a double standard. men will get praised or looked upon as like, hey, you grabbed a chick that didn't have nothing and you helped build her up. But you know what I'm saying, like, it's hard for a woman to do that. Now, the advice that I gave a woman earlier today was the fact that don't fuck with a nigga that ain't got the same as you or got less than you. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of homosexuals out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will try to get with you because you. A homosexual is basically a homosexual is basically a nigga who ain't got shit or a place to lay his head, and he over here trying to fuck you, get in your drawers. You know what I'm saying? Or purposely get you pregnant just so he can have a place to stay.
Oh wow!
Right.
I see that shit too.
Right. So I was telling her, I was like, look, don't fuck with a nigga that ain't got less than you. Yeah. But if he so happens not to have a car, you know what I'm saying, or he so happens not to whatever, and you still fucking with this nigga, make sure he has the ambition and the drive to do better. Right. Not only that, like, give this motherfucker a time limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 3 to 6 months. Yeah. If you ain't got no job, but you got the ambition and the drive and all that, okay, you got 3 months to get a job before I even consider giving you some poom poom. You know what I'm saying? If the nigga get out there, get on his hustle, he ain't hitting you up for your car, but he catching the bus here and there, this, that, and the third. All right, man, you on your grind. You really trying to make something shake. You know what I'm saying? You really trying to not only impress me, but better yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the same goes with women, because some women out here, they'll look at a nigga as a come up. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga got a car, or he got this, that, and the third, or he lives in this nice apartment or house or what have you. Let me see if I can come up or capitalize on this cat. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, you fucked up.
So here's my question. Because you are a mother. So with that mindset that you have, how do you instill that in your daughter without making it seem like what you guys said, like seeing guys at like
as a come up,
like what they can do for you.
Yeah, like
just always have your own.
Right.
You always have your own. It ain't nothing like having your own motherfucking shit. I'm telling you, like, if I got my own business going, I got my own money coming in. I don't need you. I want you at this point.
Come on.
So. Now, whenever we become one, now I need you, because now I decided that you are my partner, and you the person, you're my life partner, you're the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So now I need you. But initially, us dating, us being in a relationship, us not having that marriage, I want you. I'm choosing to want you.
Right.
You know?
And when you say need, it's more of a emotional standpoint rather than a financial standpoint.
Comfort.
Yeah, because I was raised by my mother, you know what I'm saying? And my mama, she got her own business.
Just always have your own.
Here's the status. Why do you think that it's easier for people to sexually satisfy people more so than to mentally stimulate them?
Because some niggas don't have money and they can't afford to buy you food, so they're probably just fucking you till all the restaurants close. That's how I feel. I feel like the best dick comes from broke niggas. That's what I feel like.
Come on, girl. Come on, that EBT card.
For real. No, so
like you said, we was going out to eat.
Cookies for me.
You know what I'm saying? The question I asked was, why do you think that it's easier for people to sexually satisfy someone than to mentally stimulate them?
Yeah, I feel that, because either they're broke or they don't really know what else to do.
Don't worry about it. I ain't making
So here's another one. The person you're dating, the ex, and I'll ask this because there's now men in the room, but the question is more so for us. Okay. The person you're dating, and you guys have probably been dating, let's say, probably a couple of months, a few months, and their ex ends up pregnant. Do you stay in the relationship or go?
I go. The fuck? A couple months?
So, I mean, okay, because I'm actually speaking from experience.
Wow.
So, we're going to say, or I'll give you my experience and you can
see what I would do.
So, I was dating this person. We probably have been dating like a good 7-8 months. And I'm talking like day in, day out dating. the person that he was dealing with before me, she had been trying to hit him up kind of like sparingly, but he looked at it as she was just trying to come back into the picture, but he was honestly done with her, so he never answered none of her calls. And so it got to the point where now it was like maybe a month before she was actually about to have the baby that she ended up showing up and was just like, you know, this is the reason why I've been calling, because I decided to, like, she didn't believe in the once she kept the baby.
Oh, okay.
So
Tay
it's
Cuddy,
like,
what up?
now at this point, you almost damn near a year in with somebody. So now at this point, the person's loyal. It's one of those.
But it wasn't like he even knew up
Yes.
until like that.
So it's like, what do you do?
But was it before?
So that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
So you couldn't put a time frame on it, how long she was pregnant.
to bring it to reality. That's just like, okay, boo. Y'all been dating 7-8 months.
Okay.
The ex that was before you, she ended up, like, they were kicking and doing whatever they were doing. You even knew, like, he told you about who he used to deal with in the past, but you know this is nobody that he don't even fuck with. Like, you know where the loyalty is. But at this point, she now is pregnant. And at this point, he been, like, now when she finally comes out and says, like, she just showed up now saying that like, you can see it. And so now it's him coming to you being real, because he now is finding out about this baby. And at this point, he know how he dealt with her, so it's not that he can take it off the table that the baby honestly might not be his, but he's telling you now. And just to skip forward, the baby turns out to be his when she gives birth. So do you stay or do you leave him?
So.
Man, that's a hell of a scenario.
I feel like they're going to talk about this when they go home.
We just gotta do the calculation upon like the time frame. How far along was she? You know,
She needs
like,
receipts.
you know,
I mean, it's
when
that
did we
the
start
same.
dating?
Was you sneaking out? Was you sneak fucking?
Were you, right, like if it was clearly before me, I ain't tripping.
Right.
But if it was during me,
It's a
we got
problem.
a problem, and I would not stay.
What if it was a premature baby?
A premature.
I think I've heard that, I don't have kids obviously, but I've heard that if someone, because there's guys will intentionally not put their child on certain social media sites to not get prejudged for having a kid. So I was told if a guy has a child that's once it's past the 3-year mark and you see that they haven't been together, then that's fine, because some guys really take, you know, really feel
Shout
some
out to
kind of
all
way
the
about
single
being
fathers
married.
out
I had a
there.
girl stop talking to me because I had a kid.
But I'm saying, like, when you had it,
I
it's
started
like, even though
talking
you
to a
may
chick 'cause
not
she had
be
a
with
kid.
the ex,
I mean, I don't have any, so it's just some things that I will never have anything where I gotta say it's something I gotta put before you. So I don't understand. It's not that I'm against your kids, but it's just
Right.
like I don't understand what you're saying. And that's not gonna, and you keep doing it. Like, I can't fault you for being an active father or a father, but it's like you always got something going on. It's your kids. I have no baggage. I go to work, go home, and come here. Like, that's it. So it's never, oh, you know, it's kids' night, or you know what, you know, I gotta deal with my baby father coming to drop. I'm never gonna tell you anything like that. So it's like, I feel like if the kid is in my book 3 years or older, at this point, then I'm not really gonna care, because at this point the child's already growing up.
and you see that they may not.
They-
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
so
Yeah.
I think, but if it's
Like
3
1 or
years or
2.
younger,
That might be kindled. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That don't mean nothing.
I think I was like a stepfather twice. You know what I'm saying? And like they both ended bad, so like that kind of left a bad taste in my
for
mouth.
you not to want to.
yeah, because you
Right,
have to look
I mean-
at it. People with kids, they gonna be quick to say, "Oh, you know, well, it's me and my kids." At the end of the day, you know, and just I just built this whole rapport.
Right.
I'm loving the kids like
I
they're
taught the
mine.
little nigga how to
And
dress.
now it's
Nigga, I'm
just
buying
you
this
gonna
little
say,
nigga
"Fuck me," at the end of
clothes.
the day.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm actually being a good stepfather. You know
So,
what I'm saying?
question for you: if you had a son.
If I had a son.
If you had a son, I know you have a daughter. Well, I'm saying in this sense because a lot of guys do call their son nigga. If you had a son, how would you feel about your significant other or a family member referring to your son as that?
Look at this little nigga
Without
right
his
here.
name?
You ain't gonna cook. Man, I thought my name was nigga till I was 3.
Well, some people do have.
Nah, that was off the Boondocks.
Okay. So, like I said, I'm from New Orleans, so I feel different. So, hearing the term nigga was just a word.
Yeah,
You know?
like what egg.
Yeah. Now, if it's anybody outside my family, then that's different. But if it's like my uncle, cousin, like that's just that's how I want them to grow up in the sense of like they knowing like they it's that little lingo. But then
I have a son.
Let the little nigga try.
But I got a son. I always say to him, "Hey, nigga, hey, chill out." You know what I'm saying?
What if he says it at school though? And he be like, I'll get it.
Boy, you
out.
That's like putting K-roll in the drink.
He said, what school he goes to?
That's why I just want to say, nowadays, you don't know what nigga is.
Man,
you gotta think about what we were saying, we were coming up. You know what I mean? Behind clothes, you know, when mama and daddy wasn't around.
We ain't saying that around the
No,
teacher.
I couldn't even say shut up. Like, shut up was like a bad word in my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, school was bad.
I mean, I went to Catholic school, so it was like,
Shit, nigga. I feel bad for kids these days because like I feel like these kids don't understand discipline or anything like that. Like they understand timeout. What the fuck is a timeout, nigga? We got knocked the fuck out.
Right.
Either that or you go pick your own switch.
Off the tree.
I'm just saying.
Look, you know, you little, you go pick the thinest, smallest sweets, and that be the worst one.
Boy, you thought you did something like,
I'm gonna get the little thin one.
So,
That be like a whip.
she used to have glue sticks. Y'all know what glue sticks are?
Yeah.
I used to purposely leave them in a car so they could melt, and then she'd just go get another one. So what has you guys as parents used to whoop you guys with?
Anything my mama can get her hands
I was
on.
just finna say that
She
shit.
did.
Nigga.
Stacy was a good kid.
Stacy.
I got a whooping
with
with.
my face one time because I told my mama to get out my face, and from that point on, I ain't never told my mama.
I got whooping with a belt, a switch, an extension cord,
What was you
a cable cord. My mama. I thought I was slick one time. My mama came home. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the shower, right? You know what I'm saying? Nah, my mama got some alcohol, doused that shit on my ass, and whooped me in the motherfucking shower. I was a horrible ass kid.
What alcohol got to do with things? It's supposed to help the outside boo-boos, not fuck them up.
Hey, cause I'm in the shower. I guess her logic was I'ma whip him. His skin is already soft in the shower, so if it get fucked up, I got this alcohol to help him.
She got too long about that.
My mama was quick on her toes.
My mama was a savage too.
Shit.
So we got a mixed crowd in here.
We got.
So do you agree with this
You
statement?
talking about men or
Just
female or just like
men and women, different age
Generation.
groups.
That's mixed from the couch, by the way. You know.
Do you guys agree with this statement? You need money to spoil a girl. You need consistency to spoil a woman.
I agree
I
with
mean,
that.
we're both with.
I agree with that.
I definitely agree.
Cause money for a girl, like, girls gonna be monetary or instant gratification. But if you dealing with a woman, she gonna want consistency. You know what I'm saying? That means whatever you started doing, nigga, you better keep doing. Cause once you start breaking your routine, there's an issue. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have a problem with breaking my routine because it's me and my baby and my business. And if I let anybody in and you come to disturb my peace, it's a problem.
She says, Stacy not here no more. Here's
why you looking at me?
Nigga, I am glancing around the whole room.
I'm looking at them saying.
Where did you guys meet the last person you had sex with?
I'm not saying that.
In my house.
I'll plead the fifth.
Wait.
We should have did truth or drink.
Never have I ever.
You know they got out of control when best friend was here.
Hey, that nigga.
My best
Hey,
friend came in. We was
That
in here
nigga.
toe down drunk.
we was drinking.
That's the best time to do this show.
We was what we
Yeah, I do this
Jack
show.
Daniels
Jack
Every
Daniels.
every
Yeah.
Tuesday.
I'm gonna come over here every Tuesday. I'm gonna get fucked up. Y'all want a show? I'm gonna give y'all.
We're like, hey, it's Tuesday. What we doing?
Where you meet the last person you had sex with?
He said his house.
At the house?
Oh.
I'm gonna say
I met him at the house.
You mean like where
supporting.
y'all met to like get down?
No.
Or like
Like,
where
just the last,
Where you meet him
the
at?
last person you had sex
At the
with,
house.
where did you meet them?
at a I'm gonna say I was supporting a family member. They was doing like an independent film.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long that been?
Huh?
How long that been?
That was like a while ago. That was like last year. That's actually before I met you.
So that thing been to something.
Huh?
No, he's asking when was the last time you had sex.
Oh!
I mean,
Hey, that's the last time.
the last time you, the question, the last time you,
Last part,
You're right. No, I was just thinking.
The
I
last
mean,
time
I be
you had
chilling.
sex.
We can
The last time you had sex.
Where you
know,
met
the last time you had sex. When
Yeah,
you
I
meet them?
said that's. I feel like I'm telling on myself. I don't know what's going on right now. It was like, I was saying like that's where I had met that person.
I plead the fifth.
Oh,
When
now
you
I
meet
get
the
what
last
you said.
person, though.
Yeah,
Kira, what about you over there, Glam?
She gonna lie.
We already know what's going on right now. See what
Glam Kira on the mic right now. Where the last place?
She gonna say a place he don't remember. He be like, hold up, I ain't meet you there.
This nigga need another drink.
All right.
We're going around this table, so
Yeah, we
maybe
going
you can
around.
plead the fifth till we get to
We were
Damn.
The last person you had sex with, where did you meet them at?
A bar lounge.
What kind of bar?
I'm not gonna say.
We gonna get to him. We gonna see the same answer.
All right.
I would say the last person that I had sex with, I actually met them when I was 15.
Oh, so
15.
He riding the crazy. Oh, you let y'all.
No,
15.
like we were 15 when we met. Like
Oh,
he might have
okay.
been like maybe a year or two older than me.
Oh, so y'all still
Oh,
smash.
so y'all came back. Y'all rekindled the flame out the house.
She's like, ain't
You
nothing
know
wrong with familiarity.
That shit look good. That feel
All we gonna say is daggering, and we gonna leave it at that.
All
Thanks.
Your turn, Banks.
Shit. I'll
Everybody
say,
laid it on the table.
shit. What was that place called? I think it was a theater of some sort. Yeah.
You said it was theater.
Yeah, I'm an artistic motherfucker.
what's yours?
I got a question for y'all.
No,
Shit.
you. Wait, go
I'm one last answer.
What's the most craziest place?
That was actually my next question.
y'all
Wow.
had sex
We're
at?
skipping over this one.
Is it the same answer?
Bunnies. Warren Greer.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Hello.
Man down.
Him in his face, look, stop.
He gonna get a green bubble tonight. He gonna get
What
fired.
was the last
Look at
person?
her. She's like, I'm
What
lying.
did you
want
meet the
to
last
play me
person
like
you
that?
Where's the craziest place you
Wait,
said?
hold on. Wait, what you say though?
Oh, I was like,
You said
You said
Bonnie.
Bonnie?
yeah, Warren Greer.
Where?
They
I
said
wasn't
last-
there.
They said last person, right?
Yeah. So that clearly wasn't me.
He said, "Nah, I've been messing with that."
No. Mm-mm.
Look,
it's funny.
And
look, Kira already know who the last person I had sex
I don't know what you talking about.
I just did it before we
Oh, okay, wait.
The upper room.
So if somebody propositioned you, and we can say this is men or women, and then we can get to the question he was about to ask, but if somebody said that they wanted you to be the side person for $20K a month,
Oh.
Hell yes.
but you can't date nobody else,
You be 20K
you can't
side
talk
nigga.
to nobody else,
Okay.
this
I can do
person
it.
is married or might do whatever it is. It don't even matter what they do. They doing their own thing, but they're telling you the one stipulation is you can't date or have sex with nobody else.
I need that direct deposit.
All right,
I'm wearing my hand to start this out. $20K a month.
$20K a month.
Look,
Tax
you got
free.
me until
20K
I need to
is-
be where I need to be.
For real. I'm gonna use that money to invest in myself.
I'm gonna tell you like that. You got me until I get where I need to
I wouldn't even consider going back to the military, nigga. I'm good.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be,
That's the last time
I'm gonna be the best side nigga you ever had.
Right.
What?
I'm working on everything.
You feel me?
I'm gonna keep this stamina up.
Would you?
Would you?
I say no.
You say no.
Because the reason why I wouldn't is because
Why the fuck y'all lying?
it's not I don't have no kids. It's just me. And at this point, you telling me I get the money is there, but you're restricting my lifestyle. So at this point, I don't know how long this is about to last. And you telling me I
It's
can't
gonna
do
last as
nothing.
long as you want.
But
it
at
to
this point, when we were just talking about this, I got my own money though.
20K.
So-
But you got 20K a month money?
extra.
But
For you not to do anything at all.
You talking about so you will pass? Hold on. So you will pass up 20K a month from getting daggers from the top rope. You know what I'm saying? And treat it like a Jamaican dance floor.
But see, at this point, to say, but see,
240
I
a year.
honestly didn't specify that, so I really don't know how I'm gonna get treated for this 20K. And at this point, you just telling me 20 racks, and I can't do nothing else but answer to you. I can tell you right now, I don't listen. That 20 racks.
Nigga, I would listen to her. If,
You just
No, that's what I'm saying.
this bitch can be Angela Bassett from between.
You don't know how this person is gonna treat you though.
She can be Angela
So even
Bassett
though
from
you say you gonna be
Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
at
Bitch,
this
I am
point,
there.
You basically gotta be back and call. You don't know what this person is gonna ask for you. Like at this point, I feel like that's 20 racks for me to be unlimited to whatever bullshit you got going on.
I mean, I think there's other hobbies and things that you can do and hang
No,
out with
it's-
friends and stuff.
When I tell you I love life like that, it's not enough. No.
I don't know.
Because I travel a lot.
Mhm.
And again, with me being single,
Like,
So wait, would you
Just
pay
think about it.
for someone to be your size?
She like, give up my money? Look, you see how much nigga earn?
ooh,
My money?
The
I
question
can put something
was,
on it. But
the
no.
question was, you said, not date no one.
Yeah, you can't date
But
nobody
you
else.
You going into extra.
No, that's not extra. That's just the surrounding.
It's just not dating.
I want you to understand I'm
Yeah.
a queen of rebuttal. So no. I said you can't date nobody else. But at this point, this person that's paying you the 20 racks, I'm telling you what you can do. But at this point, it's free game for the other person. So I feel like there's some stuff for me, and this is just me, I don't have a dollar amount on that. And for you to tell me that I can't date nobody else, this is now finna run the risk of me never having kids or me doing anything, and I gotta answer solely to you, and you not even my whole nigga. 20 racks ain't enough.
T Reed from IG chimed in and said she would do it, but she would travel and still make arrangements.
That's the thing I was like, yeah.
I would do it too. You gotta think about it.
I
You do
do.
that for 1 year, you 240 good.
240.
Because it's really like a
That's
sugar
just
baby
1 year.
thing. You make
Look.
your arrangements.
Look, yeah, I'm gonna do me
It depends on
on the
what
low.
I gotta
Get
do
what?
with this person.
So you gotta think about this. Now get what?
Yeah.
If you're in a relationship, a lot of people still do that. You in an
That's why I'm
arrangementship.
single.
You in an arrangementship.
Damn, nigga.
I will be 34.
You're
Not an entanglement, an
Arrangementship.
We gotta cut
This ain't no
Arrangementship.
entanglement. This ain't no relationship. This ain't no situationship. This is an arrangementship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 20 bands a month for 12 months, and I'm gone. Look at what, 240? I'm gonna make that shit work.
Okay, so wait, just because you said that, all right, and wives are off the table.
Oh shit.
Well, we gonna say girlfriends or whoever you dating at the time. A dude walks up to you and tells you that he will give you
Hell nah.
$4 billion.
Hell
I said
nah.
with a B, not an M. He tells you for $4 billion, can he fuck your girl?
You should.
Oh, hell yeah, bitch.
One night.
Hey, I'm just
You
saying.
feel me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He can have that young lady.
But wait,
So get what,
but
baby?
wait,
We're gonna be
wait,
4 billion straight.
Wait, so I'm actually basing this from a movie. So the restrictions was 1 night. You can't ask your wife or husband no questions about that night. Nobody can talk about that night. Like, you can't go to that person, ask them no questions. All you know is that, let's say, hypothetically speaking, 8 o'clock Friday night, you have to bring your spouse or your significant other to that person's house. They're not coming back until 7 a.m. the next morning. You can't ask no questions. Phones are off. You can't call. You can't, like, nothing.
I'm going to say this. If my girl agreed to this shit, I'm going to have to go and get my Jimmy waxed. Until the next day.
Hold on. I don't even care about none of that. $4 billion? Baby, I'm gonna take you there. I'm gonna fill a car for us. We gonna get there. Get what? That ain't gonna never exist no more after we got that check.
Right.
I don't even. What happened that day? How we get rich?
I don't know.
How we even get rich? I don't even wanna know.
Now,
We $4 billion.
So, okay.
I would pay for him to get his.
At this point,
existence
now
to be
let's
white.
say, but you have to, for me, the reason why I keep saying no is because I have to think about how I am with my dude, if I have one.
I'm gonna say this.
And then you get nasty. And then now it's like in the back of your head, regardless of the dollar amount, you still have to now live with this person, carry on with this person all day.
Somebody give me
like,
one of them MIB flashing things.
A rich happy man.
So so wait, so you're saying that money justifies cheating?
Hell yeah. No.
You can't spend $1 billion in your lifetime. So guess what? I'm gonna say this: women cheat for nothing, and men still take them back. Men cheat for nothing, and women still take them back. So guess what? With $1 billion, bitch, $1 billion, you damn right I'll take that
I'll marry you
motherfucker
the
back.
next day. I'm
I
sorry.
don't give a damn. Motherfucker
I
cheat
don't
for
know.
nothing.
You don't think
And
that would
women still take
ever
them
bother
back.
your
You
conscience?
think
I mean, okay, this how
Man
we
in
get.
black camouflage that light.
Boy, that's all I need, nigga.
I don't know nothing with.
That's all I do.
We going on his money. We want to buy an island. We don't even exist no more.
That's how I feel.
What?
They're coming back. They still walking. They still breathing. They still
Right.
talking.
That thing might be a little
There may
soft.
not be no mark, nothing. So in my head, I don't really
Somebody needs to get him.
Unless they got like PTSD, and then it's like every time I like do something sexual, and then they go into like this traumatizing thing. I don't know, but we got a lot of money to handle that now.
So I need everybody.
Like,
I need you.
I need y'all to keep the
I
same
need
energy
you.
for the next
You ain't
question.
my wife.
All right, what's the next question?
And I need you to keep the same energy.
No.
Mr. Gray.
So the
No,
next question
no.
though, but keep the same energy. So at this point, we're gonna take it a step further. It's your parents. No,
You better go bust it down,
no, listen. We're taking a dollar amount off now. Mother or dad, you find out or you catch them cheating. Are you telling the other parent?
Wait, with no money?
It ain't got no. That's why I said we're gonna take the dollar amount off of it, because at this point, the reason why I said keep the same energy is because for the concept
I
of
don't
the dollar
know.
amount on it, are you?
Which one do
gonna
you
say-
like more? That's why I say. Have
tell you
you
like
figured
this.
out?
Are you gonna snitch?
You know
Now,
what?
I'm talking about now. At this point, look at the scenario.
I
On the outside,
got love for my pops,
they
but
happily
we
married.
just now starting a cool relationship. So I think if it was my pops acting a fool, I think I'll snitch.
You would tell.
Yeah.
But what
nigga.
would you get?
I was raised by my mother, nigga. Shit,
Let me
nigga.
tell you something.
Oh, okay.
Mama number one.
Yeah,
Fuck that nigga.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope you
I
really
just
fuck
snitch on my dad now. They ain't even together, so fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga. I know that nigga.
Yeah,
You wouldn't tell.
Who? I'm gonna snitch on that bitch.
Man, female call me about my dad.
Damn.
My dad and mama won't even together.
But I
don't even give
But
a
I ain't,
damn.
that ain't my business. I don't say my dad be cheating, it just be like, man.
All right, so that's a good question.
But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna be like, hey, mom, man, XYZ.
This down the
Chicks
third.
call me today, talking about what's your dad's number. That ain't my business. You feel me?
So if you see one of your friends,
That's the number one answer.
girl
right there.
cheating,
Huh?
if you see one of your family members, no, you can probably tell. one of your guy friends in the group, you see
The
their
girl out.
cheating.
Yeah, you see his girl. You see.
Oh, I
you
saw-
know, boy,
I'm gonna make it work.
I saw a motherfucking meme about
We
that
gonna
shit.
add a dollar amount. Hold on, wait. We gonna add a dollar amount
You
to
ain't
it.
gotta have a
I mean,
You catch her cheating. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you 10K, not to say nothing." What you doing?
I mean, like, man.
Nigga, I'm Ray Charles to the bullshit, nigga. Ain't
I
shit.
done seen my partner girl out with another nigga and I ain't say nothing.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all, I know y'all saw that. I know y'all saw that chick at the baseball game with her sugar daddy, and then other niggas saw like, oh,
Yes,
oh shit.
I say that because I understand how people being because when you do say something, man, that shit backfires sometimes.
It do.
Yeah, it
like
does.
karma.
But you gotta, but the thing about it, I'm gonna say this: it backfires
But it
sometimes.
depends on who the
It depends on who the person is. Cause guess what? I had a cousin. You can tell him this type of stuff, and guess what? He go to that female and be like, you know, he came to me and said this about you. But then I'm gonna say this right here: the money. Yeah, I take the money, and get what? I'm still gonna snitch.
No, that's not. No, you gotta sign the what is it called NDA. You have to sign a paper
So-
before
You
that.
ain't
Like,
know,
you try to
man.
direct
You ain't
deposit.
know. You ain't know.
All right,
So I'm
so
just saying.
so before we get out of here, let me ask this real quick. Kira, I said it correctly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna have to wrap this up real quick. What are your operation hours as far as your business?
Tuesday through Saturday,
Right.
9 to no later than 6.
9.
Yeah.
All right, and what's your average amount that you charge for, let's say, just for a wash and bob?
Or even a natural beat.
A natural beat,
Mm-hmm.
90.
You like that?
Okay.
Full face, 90.
And what about a glam beat?
A glam beat, just a little bit
Right,
extra.
without the lemonade, it's trash.
Do they arrive a certain amount early? How do they book with you?
Either through DM on my Instagram, but I also have my link on my
Okay.
We gonna end it with one freaky question because you didn't ask it.
Duh.
Would you pick up dick?
Damn.
Come again?
But guys will pick up a girl for sex.
Yeah, you would
but
drive
would
to
she
go
pick
pick
up?
up
The drive
I'm
pick
not
up
doing that.
Pick up.
drive to go pick it up.
It's
Guys,
a bar.
pick up a dude, bring it to the house.
yeah. Or like just drive to go get the dick. I drive to go get it. What's the furthest you ever drove?
The furthest I've drove an hour.
Damn, she a trooper,
But
nigga.
that's because I live in the woodlands. I live in the
Oh,
woodlands.
well, damn.
I got family that
Shit.
stay out there.
All
That's a
right,
fucking
it's always
drive,
mission.
nigga. That's
Right.
We know that.
I got my spend the night bag.
You gotta have an overnight bag. You come, my cousin, when she come to visit me from the Woodlands, nigga, she got an overnight bag, nigga. Shit,
Okay.
that's a fucking drive.
So if you want to go ahead and tell them your Instagram again, so that way they can find you.
It's GlamByKira _ so that's GLAMKIRA _ and I have my link to my website on there.
Did you want to leave your, you know, yo, what was it, 2 billion?
Shit.
If you want to go ahead.
Ain't no question.
This one.
You want to
She
leave
for
your
the streets out
Instagram?
there. I don't give a damn. You $4 billion strong, baby. You can do whatever you want. You take 2 billion, I take 2 billion. You
I
go
feel
back
like
to
you
business.
just turned it into an open relationship after that.
What?
No, wait, what was the word
Hey,
again?
look.
How y'all feel about old relationship?
That's next show.
That's next
You gonna say
show.
that's next show.
I'm gonna
How y'all feel about
Let me tell you something. That arrangement shit would be okay with me.
All right, so I'm gonna ask this one last question. I know we kept saying last question, but would you ever have somebody take you out and only take pictures of the food and not the person that took you out?
To be honest, yes, because if I have to pick my personal life and social media don't have nothing to do with each other.
Mhm.
So like if you go through my Facebook or in my Instagram, I'm talking about from when it opened, you'll see no relationship that I was ever in.
Mm-mm.
Like I don't put that on social media,
Right.
so the most you gonna get is that.
But wait, what? But what if he is a social media kind of person?
What does that have to do with me?
But let's say you do like him, you wouldn't consider like, no?
Because my personal life don't have nothing.
He said,
Oh,
no.
What if he tell you ain't on his story?
I don't get tagged.
Yeah, she gonna remove tag.
I don't get tagged.
She gonna hit that remove
And
tag
I got
button.
that I got to approve that anyway before it show up. So nah.
Would you go? What was the question?
Would you if somebody took you out to eat, would you only take pictures of the food and not them?
And I put
Yeah, I mean, if
You
we're
get my
like
hand all
this
the
now,
time. My
if
hand
we're
all
just
the
dating,
time.
I'm not putting you on no social media.
women are too grimy.
Mm.
I've seen it happen to where they just slide right on in.
Who, females?
But that's what I was just saying
They do?
earlier, though. That is true.
What you mean?
Women are grimy. Women are grimy.
That
Because
the
when
social man
you
on
post
social
your
media?
man, sometimes you tag them. That's when they'll go slide into
Oh,
his DM.
right.
Or they start
That's
doing,
what I'm saying.
or they do the extra friendly stuff. They might not go as far as to get into his
Oh, it's
DM,
happened.
but then you see them. And I hate when you start writing up under the
But I
post
just put all her
like we
friends
go
on my
together.
homeboard. They be like, what's up? I'm
Nah,
like,
but
oh,
it's
she
always
probably
that
kid,
one
right?
female
I'm
that's
putting
still
it on
gonna
my
be the extra one
Damn.
doing the most.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my homegirl Jasmine back home, she like, if any dude that tries to talk to her, she'll post him on social media for 24 to 48 hours. Like, does he belong to anybody?
I feel like I'm at that point though because
That's
I've
smart.
had some stories and it's just like nigga at this point claim your family like
Right.
look I told you I was single like a dollar bill single and you got a whole hidden family
I'm
no
just saying like
sometimes
this. Sip the H down. He for the streets.
you know, come on he belongs to the streets
Yeah.
number 24 come
The black mama. Yeah.
so weak.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
that's been
gonna-
another night of the late night hype. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We had Kira come through, GlamByKira, you know what I'm saying? The 7 Kings that slid through again. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all welcome back every Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the party going, keeping the party hype. You know what I'm saying? And please tune in to Grade A Radio and Grade A Radio Facebook page. Also the Late Night Hype Midnight and the Late Night Hype Midnight YouTube if you want to catch the playback of the interviews. You know what I'm talking about?
Y'all put me on that.
Yeah, most of them.
Y'all put me on that.